Have you ever wondered how fashion styles have evolved over time? Fashion, in its essence, is an enigma, a tantalizing puzzle that continues to captivate us with its complexity and diversity. It's an elaborate canvas that we paint with the strokes of our individuality, and yet it's also a collective expression of our times, our culture, and our society. Fashion styles are as varied as the people who wear them, from the flamboyantly vibrant hues of bohemian chic to the subtle, understated elegance of minimalism. Each style is a unique reflection of personal aesthetics and values. Some styles radiate rebellion, while others echo tradition. Some are loud declarations of identity, while others are quiet whispers of grace and sophistication. But have you ever stopped to think about how these styles came to be? How they have morphed, evolved, and transformed over the years? Each style is not just a random assortment of designs, colors, and fabrics. It's a chapter in the grand narrative of fashion history, a testament to the relentless march of human creativity and innovation. The evolution of fashion styles is a fascinating journey that takes us through the annals of history. It's a story of how we, as a society, have used clothing not just as a functional necessity, but as a powerful tool for self-expression and social commentary. It's a chronicle of our constant quest for novelty and originality, and our enduring love for beauty and aesthetics. Fashion evolution is not just about the change in silhouettes, patterns, or materials. It's also about the shift in attitudes, beliefs, and values. It's about the ever-changing dynamics of power, status, and identity. It's about the interplay of tradition and innovation, convention and rebellion, conformity and individuality. Fashion is an enigma because it's constantly in flux, perpetually reinventing itself in the face of changing times and trends. Yet, at the same time, it's a reflection of continuity and consistency, a testament to our enduring need for self-expression and individuality. So, are you ready to unravel the enigma of fashion styles? Are you ready to delve into the captivating world of fashion evolution? Let us embark on an intriguing journey through the annals of fashion history. Our fashion journey begins in the ancient world. The Egyptians, with their love for life after death, sported clothing made primarily from linen, dyed in vibrant hues. Their styles, often simplistic yet elegant, reflected the hot, dry climate they inhabited. Next, we journey to the heart of the Roman Empire. Here, fashion was a status symbol. The Roman toga, a draped garment made of a single piece of cloth, was exclusive to Roman citizens, while slaves and non-citizens wore tunics. We then traverse to ancient Greece, where functionality met style. The Greeks mastered the art of draping with their iconic garment, the chiton. This attire, worn by both men and women, was made from a single rectangular piece of cloth, fastened at the shoulder and waist. These ancient civilizations laid the groundwork for fashion as we know it. Their styles, influenced by culture, climate, and societal status, are still echoed in modern designs. From these humble beginnings, fashion began its perpetual evolution. As we move into the medieval and Renaissance periods, fashion takes a dramatic turn. Gone were the simple tunics of the ancient world. Instead, we see a shift towards more intricate clothing designs and a wider variety of fabrics. During the medieval times, fashion was dictated by the church and the nobility. Sumptuous velvets, brocades, and silks were worn by the upper classes, while the common folk donned wool and linen. With the onset of the Renaissance, a rebirth in all aspects of life, including fashion, took place. This era saw the introduction of new tailoring techniques that allowed for fitted garments, accentuating the human form. The Renaissance also brought about a fascination with detail, from intricate lace to ornate embroidery, reflecting the period's appreciation for art and beauty. The fashion of this time was not just about dressing up, it was a form of self-expression and a reflection of societal changes. The Renaissance was a time of rebirth, not just for art and science, but also for fashion. The 18th and 19th centuries marked a fashion revolution. Indeed, these centuries were a period of rapid change in the world of fashion. As the world moved from the Age of Enlightenment into the Industrial Revolution, the fashion industry transformed along with it. The 18th century saw a shift from the elaborate Baroque styles of the 17th century to a more refined and understated elegance. Silhouettes became more structured, with the introduction of stays and corsets that created a distinct hourglass figure for women. Men's fashion also evolved, with the frock coat becoming a staple in a gentleman's wardrobe. But it was the 19th century that truly revolutionized fashion. The Industrial Revolution brought about significant changes not only to society but also to the fashion industry. The invention of the sewing machine in the mid-19th century, for instance, was a game changer. This innovation made it possible to produce clothing on a much larger scale, and at a much faster pace. The sewing machine wasn't the only significant invention of the 19th century that affected fashion. The development of synthetic dyes brought a burst of color to clothing, making fashion more vibrant and diverse. The crinoline, a hooped skirt that created a bell-shaped silhouette, also became popular during this time. Fashion was no longer a privilege of the aristocracy. With mass production, clothing became more affordable and accessible to the middle class. This democratization of fashion led to a greater variety in styles and trends. The influence of industrialization on fashion was not limited to the manufacturing process. The rise of cities and the growth of a consumer culture also shaped fashion trends. The emergence of department stores, for instance, brought fashion to the masses in a way never before possible. The 18th and 19th centuries were a turning point in the history of fashion. They marked the transition from handmade, bespoke clothing to mass-produced, ready-to-wear garments. The fashion revolution set the stage for the diverse styles we see today. In the 20th century and beyond, fashion became a powerful form of self-expression. As the world stepped into the 1900s, fashion was ignited by a wave of societal, political, and cultural shifts. The Roaring Twenties saw women breaking free from the traditional norms of dressing. The flapper fashion made its mark, with women sporting bobbed haircuts, loose-fitting dresses, and an attitude that screamed independence. It was a vivid reflection of the newfound freedoms and rights women were gaining during this era. Then, the world was swept into the psychedelic whirlwind of the 60s. The hippie style emerged as an antithesis to the rigid societal norms of the previous decade. The fashion was as bold and free as the ideology it represented. Tie-dye shirts, bell-bottom jeans, and flower crowns became symbols of peace, love, and a rebellion against the establishment. Moving forward, the 70s and 80s heralded the punk fashion movement. This was a time when fashion screamed rebellion. Punk fashion was characterized by leather jackets, ripped jeans, band t-shirts, and an overall sense of anarchy. It was more than just a fashion trend. It was a loud statement against the mainstream culture. The late 20th century also saw the rise of high fashion. Designers like Coco Chanel, Christian Dior, and Yves Saint Laurent transformed the fashion landscape with their innovative designs and unique style philosophies. They blurred the lines between art and fashion, making way for the birth of the haute couture culture that we know today. Fashion in the 20th century was a mirror to the society, reflecting the various changes and movements that shaped the world. It was no longer just about looking good, it was about making a statement, expressing individuality, and challenging the status quo. As we entered the 21st century, fashion styles became as diverse as the people who wear them. The last century laid the foundation for this diversity, making fashion not just an industry, but a platform for self-expression and individualism. Whatever the future holds, one thing is certain: fashion will continue to evolve, reflecting the spirit of the times and the people who live in it. As we have seen, fashion is not just about clothing but a reflection of our society and times. We've traveled through epochs of style, starting from the enigmatic beginnings of fashion, where clothing was a simple necessity, a protection against the elements. We saw how even then, our ancestors used fashion to express themselves, to denote status and identity. Moving forward, we stepped into the grandeur of the medieval and Renaissance eras. We observed the extravagant silhouettes, the rich fabrics, the intricate detailing, each element a symbol of power and wealth. We saw how fashion became a language, a means of communication that transcended words. Next, we ventured into the 18th and 19th centuries, a time of revolution not just in society but in fashion as well. The introduction of sewing machines, the democratization of fashion, and the birth of haute couture, these were times that forever changed the landscape of style. And then we arrived at the 20th century and beyond, where fashion took on a life of its own. The rise of ready-to-wear, the emergence of different styles from flapper to punk, grunge to athleisure. We saw how fashion became a tool for rebellion, for individuality, for freedom. Throughout this journey, one thing has been clear: fashion is not just about clothes, it's a mirror reflecting our society and our times, an art form that tells a story, a language that communicates who we are. The styles we choose, the trends we follow, they're all pieces of a puzzle, coming together to form our individual and collective identities. As we look back, we realize that each era, each style is a testament to the human spirit, our desire to express, to innovate, to redefine norms. And as we stand on the precipice of the future, we can only guess what new stories fashion will tell. The evolution of fashion styles is a testament to our ever-changing society. So what does your style say about you? Having journeyed through the tapestry of fashion history, we now arrive at the most important chapter, your own. Your style is a story, a narrative that you weave every day, with every piece of clothing you choose to wear. It's a conversation between you and the world, a reflection of your personality, your beliefs, your dreams. It's about the small details, the way you roll up your sleeves, the accessories you choose, the colors you gravitate towards. It's about the big statements, the trends you embrace, the ones you reject, the unique pieces that make you stand out. It's about comfort, about expressing yourself, about feeling confident in your own skin. It's about the past, the present, the future, the way you interpret and reinvent styles from different eras, the way you adapt to the changing times, the way you envision the future. Your style is a testament to your creativity, your individuality, your courage to be different. So, take a moment to think. What does your style say about you? How does it reflect your journey, your identity, your aspirations? And remember, there's no right or wrong answer. Because in the end, fashion is about freedom, the freedom to choose, to experiment, to redefine norms, to tell your own story. And that's the beauty of it. So go ahead, be bold, be you, and let your style speak volumes. If you enjoyed this journey through fashion history, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more intriguing content. Until next time, keep exploring, keep expressing, and keep defining your style. Thank you for joining us on this fascinating journey through the tapestry of fashion history. If you've enjoyed this exploration and it sparked some inspiration in your own style journey, we'd appreciate it if you could give this video a like. It helps us reach more fashion enthusiasts, much like yourself. We'd also love to hear more about your personal style. What era of fashion history resonates with you the most? Do you have a signature piece that defines your style? Or maybe a unique fashion statement that sets you apart? Share it in the comments below. We love hearing from our community, and who knows, your style could inspire someone else. And of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. We have more fashion insights, style tips, and historical fashion explorations lined up, and we wouldn't want you to miss out. Remember, your style is your story, a narrative you're constantly writing every day with every outfit choice. So go ahead, be bold, be you, and keep writing your story. Until our next fashion journey, stay stylish and keep expressing yourself. Before we say goodbye, we have a simple but important. If you've enjoyed our exploration of fashion history today, please give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, and of course hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It's the best way to ensure you never miss out on our future fashion journeys. Thanks again for being part of our fashion-loving community. Stay stylish.
Enjoyed the rush of the game? Now boost your style score. Like the video, comment your favorite tip, subscribe for more. Stay ahead in fashion, just as you do in sports. Until next time, keep winning.